Thank you all for joining today's session. So most of you guys would know this what exactly we are going to discuss. So this particular batch, we're going to start with data analytics, where we'll be learning extensively on Power BI, and we'll be focusing on cloud as well, and we'll be learning Azure and Fabric. So this will be the course data analytics, but the first thing you should understand is what is data analytics, what we can do with data analytics, all of this stuffs you need to know. So that's why I'm here. We will be discussing about the course, what we need to do, what will be our roles and responsibilities, what type of opportunities that we would get in the real time, and how to sustain in that role for a longer term in your job, right? So that is something which we'll be seeing as part of today's session. Well, before even I start, there is a good news for you. So if you're all thinking who can go for this skill, it's as simple as that. Even though if you don't have any coding background, the guys who want to have a career transition, like coming from a different field, want to enter into IT, this could be a very good opportunity for you to step your first leg into your IT. And people who are coming from a career gap, maybe due to some issues, I did not work for last 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Well, this could be another opportunity, because if you take any other role in IT, the more and more experience you show, you will be like judged based on your uh, skills. But here, it's as simple as that. Anyone can master this BI tool. Okay. So there will not be much of any expectations, as long as you can come up with a quality report and quality analysis. Anyone can master this particular role. And guys who are coming from a non-IT background, like people who are working as an admin, people are working in some different sales team, marketing team, well, this is an opportunity for you guys to switch your career. And at last, there's always a challenge. Okay, freshers is always a challenge. Any company will always think twice to hire a fresher, but as long as like you complete your graduation, you go for Java training or testing training, this is much better because you're dealing with data. So data is everywhere, and data is evergreen, right? So knowing data will always put your always put your career forward. So with this, let's get into the data analytics. What will be the scope of this course? What we will be learning? All of this we'll see in the coming slides. Well, as part of the agenda, we'll talk about the importance of data and how important is data for our analysis. And post that, we'll be discussing the roadmap, where we'll be discussing on SQL, Power BI, we'll be touching upon cloud, and finally, we'll be learning Fabric. And at last, I'll be giving you the information about the course. So you can imagine this as a part one, and the complete masterclass we have divided into this 2 days, like today and tomorrow. So today you will be learning about data, SQL, and introduction to Power BI. And tomorrow you'll be learning about introduction to Cloud Fabric. And finally, we'll be starting our course from our SQL. Okay, I'll be discussing that as well as part of the roadmap. So most of you guys should be knowing about me, but still it's my privilege to talk about myself. You can call me Santosh. We're all working in the IT culture. So don't call me sir, don't call me madam. All of this is ruled out. Let's address it name. So I call with your name, you call with my name. I do have 11 years of experience in IT. I'm a BTech MBA graduate. Currently working as a manager in Microsoft. Before that, I was working in Amazon, and for the last 5 to 6 years, I've been training people both offline and online. And in my all of my experience, I've worked with data science, data engineering, and data analytics models. I have almost built 45 to 50 projects only on Power BI, and overall, I do have about 80 projects experience. I've worked with different domains, including banking, telecom, healthcare, and I don't call myself as a trainer because I don't have that certification, but I can simply say that I come from a real time experienced, right? So all of the things which I tell, it's coming from my experience. So that's one thing I can guarantee you here. If you're looking at a complete training oriented program, well, this is not the course. I am here to share my experience, what I do in the real time projects, what I do in the company, what I did in Amazon, what I'm going to do it in Microsoft. The same thing I'm going to explain here. So that's the real time examples and scenarios that you'll be hearing from me.
Hey Santosh, I have one question.
Yeah,
This is Rekha. How it will be helpful for accounting people?
accounting.
Yes.
I'll definitely answer your question. Okay, I'll answer your question towards the end. See, as I said, data analytics is a tool which can be attached to any of your domains. Okay, it could be like wherever you are dealing with numbers, wherever you're dealing with data, it could definitely help you. I'll definitely answer your question, but before that, I'll tell you what exactly we had a problems before BI. So when you say different type of reporting, initially we used to take a lot of printouts, we used to do a lot of manual works, and whenever the client is asking some sort of information, there is always a delay in providing. Like the client asked me today, I provide them after 2 days, 3 days. This is what was happening, and there was no real time data reporting. And whenever you're doing a paperwork, you know how humans can make mistake, right? So this was a live before BI world. Okay. Now, if someone is asking any analysis, I cannot go and take a printout, right? I cannot go and take a printout. That is something which I cannot do it. It's like you can see there is lot of numbers on this screen, right? There is lot of numbers on the screen, and this numbers what you see, this are all charts. But what type of charts it is? Maybe there is some information here, there is some numbers here, there's some table here, and there is a lot of waste paper. So you can see the attempts that is taken to go and do reporting, correct? But this is always going to be challenging. So you cannot always go and create a manual reports, take a printouts. I mean, you need to have some real time data analytics. You cannot have a delayed, right? So all of this was a bit challenging, but live after BI world, you can see how beautifully the visuals have been converted in, the data has been converted into visuals, right? Now, all of this is accessible to your through your phone, through your tablet, and through your computers, and through your internet and web. Now, that's the one change over in the BI world. Rather than going and taking our printouts, we have come up with dashboards, right? Report number one, report number two, report number three, report number four. Well, once you complete this course, once you have learned this particular role, this is exactly what you guys are going to do. You will be working as a report developer. The data will be given to you, and you will be asked to do a report like this, right? So this is what you're going to do. If you're all talking about, oh, what am I going to do once I learn this course? Very simple. Data will be given, and you will have to change this to reporting so that your clients can read this. See, we cannot go and share the printouts, we cannot go and share the paperwork. We will have to give in a such a way that the clients understand, right? So first roles and responsibilities of a data analyst is to do reporting. But what's next? Are we just going to do a sort of reporting? Definitely no. You need to come up with a bit of story. Like you need to help business to grow. See, in every company, in every company, everyone is working for profit, right? Everyone. There is no company in this world who is just working for free or just doing a social service. Except you talk about some of the old ages, orphanages, NGOs. Apart from this, no company in this world is just working for free, right? Every company, you take 9.9 out of 10 companies are here to get new, acquiring new clients, and strengthen the existing clients and the customer satisfaction, right? See, 6:30 in the morning, why we have to take class? Do you think I'm doing a social service? Do you think I don't have any other better work? Definitely not, right? So we are working as an organization. So obviously, see, end of the day, if my intention is to provide, okay, let's get some good career to these guys who are like stepping into IT, I can still think as a social service. But what is the end goal? Do you think we can conduct all the classes for free of cost? Definitely no, right? So every company, including KSR, objective is to make revenue. You take Amazon, you take Google, you take KSR, you take even the normal vegetable shop. You go out and you buy a vegetable shop. Even the intention of that vegetable shop keeper will be to make money, will be to take profit. Correct? So that's the objective of every company, and that's how it is, right? Now, how are you going to provide insights to your company, and what sort of information you're going to give to the company so that the company grows, right? Well, let's see some examples and use cases, okay? I don't know, in this week we had an unfortunate situation that there was a bus accident that happened uh, from Hyderabad to Bangalore. I don't know how many of you have gone through this news, right? If you have gone through the India news, you would have gone through it, okay? Now, there was a one travels which there was a fire accident, right? And we have lost about 22 people. Now, the same or a similar travel agency have come to us and asked us to do an analysis. Okay. Now, what they told is, boss, we are running an travel agency. I don't want to name the travel agency. Let's keep it as ABC. So ABC travel agency, they came up to us and said that, plus, we don't see either an increase or decrease in the number of complaints. Like people usually complain, right? So whenever, even I do that, whenever I get into the bus, I always check the time. Did the bus arrive on time? Did the bus drivers behave properly, right? Did they give us blanket? Was the bus clean? Was it hygienic, right? And was it water bottle or maybe some sort of help? Did they do that? So all of this I evaluate, and by end of the travel, I usually give a rating or complaint. Now, let's talk about complaints. 2020 to 2024, we have 5 years of data. In this 5 years of data, we have seen the complaints to be around 360 to 370, right? So if you see in the 2020, the number of complaints is 365, 2021 350, 2022 367, 361 and 367. Now, this agency, bus travel agency, have come to us for reporting. They have come to KSR for a small report, and they said that the complaints is either decreasing or increasing. Now, you tell me, okay, it's a stable line, right? If you see here, it's a stable line. The number of complaints is a stable line. I've just put this table into a chart so that you can see a chart here. Okay. So 2021 to 2024, if you can see here, it's a stable line. What do you mean by stable line? Neither increase or decrease. Okay. Now, with this particular analysis, with this particular information which is given to you, can any one of you tell me, is this bus travels doing good?
No, 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 no.
Okay. I heard only the answer as no, right? No is the answer. No is the answer. And the reason for no is it's justifiable because you can see that you can see that the complaints you see 365, 350, 367, 361, 367, it's almost the same. So you guys are thinking, okay, no, this is not doing good. If the complaints decreases, yeah, my travels is doing good. That's what you guys will tell. But the problem here is the complaints have become stable. And since because every year we have a similar complaints, you guys are all thinking the bus travels is not doing it, right? Am I right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But
Yes.
you know what is the truth? This company, bus travels, is really doing good. Now, how do I justify this? At the first impression, you guys will think that the bus travels is not doing it because every year you see a similar complaints. But what I have identified is for the last 5 years, for the last 5 years, the number of complaints have remained constant. That's totally acceptable. But if you observe, for the last 5 years, the number of bookings have increased. Now, if you observe in 2020, the number of bookings is 400. So there were 400 tickets that was booked and 365 complaints. That means in 2020, the company was doing very bad that for every booking you had a complaint. Just see the number. 400 bookings, 365 complaints. When did this happen? This happened in 2020, right? So please be on mute. I'm getting some echo. I'll give you time for asking your questions. Now, here, let's talk about 2021. In 2021, the number of bookings have increased to 557. And you can see the number of complaints has still been same, 350, right? Now, the number of bookings is increasing every year. Now, finally, in 2024, I've observed is out of 746 bookings, only 367 complaints were there. When I compare with this, for every one ticket, there was a complaint. But in 2024, for every two tickets, there is one complaint. Now, with this analysis, tell me, is a bus travels doing good?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Okay.
doing good.
Okay. How did the answer change from no to yes?
By comparison,
You guys told no with just this information, right? The answer to this question, you guys told that it's no, right? I heard a couple of people saying no, yeah. But now, how come you have changed to yes? Because we have collected more of information. We have collected the booking information. And now what I will do, even this is not that great, okay? What I am going to do is, I am going to take a ratio. That ratio is ratio of bookings to complaint. So in 2020, you can see that for every 1.1 tickets booked, you can see one complaint. And if you see in 2024, for every two bookings, you can see one complaint. So from 2020 to 2025, obviously I've improved. For every booking, if you get a complaint, the company is not doing good. But in 2024, for every two complaints, for every two bookings, I'm getting one complaint. So obviously I am doing good. Correct? So, one thing you need to understand from this point is never come to your judgment just by looking at one direction. Okay. So, people usually say that, right? Say that whatever you see from your eyes, don't believe it. First, hear it out, understand, then come with a conclusion and also prove it. Only then you can believe it, right? So never ever come with your own assumptions. Assumptions is actually like a culprit. No, it cannot happen. You can assume things, but never come to a conclusion. First, initially you said no, but now the answer has changed to yes. Why? Because you started analyzing more. You got more information. You got booking details now. Then you were able to calculate ratio. Now you can come to a judgment whether this company is really good, doing good or not. Correct? Now always remember you need to have proofs, you need to have a justification before even talking to our clients. Now, what is your second roles and responsibility? The first roles and responsibility was to do a report like this, right? As a BI developer, your first roles and responsibility is to create a report like this. The second is try to analyze and come up with a better insights. Okay. Now, with this, I'll ask you another question. I'll ask you another question. We have about 50 people in this today's session, right? I just want to hear it out. How did you get to know about KSR? YouTube, Instagram, Reels, Hotstar, Friends. How did you get to know about KSR?
Friends.
Friends, friends.
Friends referral.
Friends.
Friends referral. Okay. I have a bad news for you.
LinkedIn.
I have a bad news for you. This is what KSR's performance for last 5 years. 2020, we were able to get a job for 1,800 people. 2021, we were able to get job for 1,900 people. Then 1,750. Last year, or maybe this year, we have got only job to 500. How come still your friends referred KSR? This is a KSR's performance for last 5 years. What do you think?
Data incomplete. We don't know how many enrollment happen and again the market condition. Average.
So do you still believe our performance has gone down?
I mean,
Sir,
data is
No,
incomplete to share.
No, see the
we need
trend.
to
No,
compare with the job openings too.
see the trend. How the trend is? Is it upward trending or downfall?
It's down.
It is a downfall, but depends upon the students joining.
Well, the
Sir,
same. Yeah.
yeah, it's a downfall, but depends on the student performance. Training was going good, but how students was taking, how they are performing based on that, they are taking that job, right? They are.
See, see the outside people will never know this, right? People always say, okay, when your performance is going down of the company, obviously the blame will be on the people who are responsible, right? Obviously, if this performance goes down, they'll not say that, okay, students did not practice, student did not do the assignment, student did not do the report. Obviously, the question comes to me, right? But this is a very open statement, and of course, this is on live, so even then I'm showing you. This is what is KSR's performance for the last 5 years. But there is a missing information, right? Initially, 2020, 2021, we were accepting bulk. That is, we were accepting bulk of students. But in last 2 years, we have focused on limited students. Well, the performance for the last 5 years, you could have seen there is a drown, right? The completely from 23 onwards, it's dropped. But the actual scenario is you can see in 2025, we accepted only 550 admissions. And in the 550 admissions, we have got 500 offers. You were seeing only this one. You're seeing only this one, KSR offers, right? This is the only number you're seeing. KSR offers, this is the only numbers you're seeing. But I would like to tell you that how many admissions we accept. In 2020, we accepted 5,000 admissions and we got placed about 1,800. And in 2024, we got only 1,000 admissions. We got 800 people offered. And in 2025, we accepted 550 and we focused on 550 only. And in that, 500 people got job. Well, if you're all thinking this is the downfall of KSR performance, let me tell you, one missing information can completely spoil the name of the organization. At first instance, where you could have thought that, hey, am I going to join an institute which has a lower percentage or the lower number of people who have got offer? Well, let me tell you, 500 may look smaller, but The reality is, out of 550, we have got 500. That's about 91% of job percentage, right? Now, if I go and draw this in my visual, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. For the last 5 years, the offer percentage. If I take only offers, it will give a negative information. Like people will think that, oh, the company has not done well. But if I take multiple factors, my information and my completely the line has changed. See how the line has changed from downward trending to upward trending. See, that's the beauty of data analytics. Okay. Say, I'll tell you, um, I've already told you that I'm a working employee, right? I work for an organization, and unfortunately, I work in night shift. So I wouldn't say completely night shift, it's like a second shift. I log in at night, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I finish my work about 11:30 or 12 o'clock. So that's my time I complete it, okay? So by 12 o'clock, I complete my work. After completing my work, I'll have to come home. By the time I come home, it will be around like 1 o'clock, 12:30 or 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, I need to sleep, and 6:30, I need to wake up for your class. This is what is my time. 1:30, I have to sleep in the night, and I will have to wake up at 6:30 for your class. So in this 5 hours, traveling 35 kilometers in bike, coming home very late night, then sleeping, and then waking up in the class and waking up in the morning for your class. This is how it is. But still, whatever I'm speaking, I'm explaining with the data points. That's because this particular role will always excite me to do analysis. It's not like a normal coding work where you will have to sit and write code. This particular role, honestly, I'm telling you, I've done a lot of things in my life, right from Java development, UI development, web application, data science, data engineering, but nothing excites me more than data analysis because it's like a treasure in the hunt. You're trying to find information from this. Until night 1 o'clock, I'm doing analysis, and again morning I'm doing analysis. It's because of this role. This role will always put you exciting. A lot of people, particularly in India, 85% of the people who are into their professional are not working with interest. This is a stat. This is a stat. 85% of the people who are currently employed, they are not liking their job. They are only working for salary to pay EMIs. And that's why all the 50 people who are in this morning class. What is the need for you guys to attend morning 6:30? Right? What is need for me to teach at 6:30 in the morning? We have a need. You guys have joined here to get a better career, right? And I have joined here to get a business. But both of the objective, let me tell you, this particular role, data analytics, on my 11 years of experience, I'm telling you, you will enjoy this role. You'll enjoy this role. One small information has changed the downward trending analysis to a upward trending analysis. How this is possible? Well, with just one added information. So always remember, working with data is very, very interesting. First, you need to like the subject. Just because your friends have told, just because that someone has told, just because that you have gone through a lot of YouTube videos and you're coming here, don't do that. And don't attend the classes for job. First, attend the classes for learning. Once you learn, automatically your jobs will come into picture. First day of your batch, don't have all the hopes of getting job. Have all the hopes of how to master this role. That is important. Once you do this, automatically everything will be analyzed. Okay. Now, I'll give you another example. Yesterday, I went to fill petrol to my two-wheeler. We have a lot of petrol bunks across a city. Now, this is a data that was given to me from the fuel station. January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd. See, the one sector which works around the clock, 24 bar 7, all 7 days, is fuel stations. Okay. Sometimes even hotels can give a break. They give a break on Sundays. Hospitals also sometimes they may give a break. But fuel stations works around the clock because a lot of highways, vehicles has to pass. We will have to travel. So you see the date from January 1st to January 15th, every single day, this fuel station was open. Okay. Now, there are two type of vehicles that you have. One is a petrol vehicle, one is a diesel vehicle. So on a daily basis, we to track how much of petrol was sold, how much of diesel was sold, right? Now, if I give you this information for you, if imagine you are a data analyst now, and this is a data that is given for you. Can you tell me how many informations you can fetch out from this just 3 columns? What is the information that you can extract from this? What do you feel?
Uh, Trend in the sorry, I'm getting echo. Trend in the petrol and diesel on daily basis.
Okay.
How many vehicles are visiting the petrol and diesel?
Liters of sold.
Okay,
How
very good.
many?
Very good. Liters of sold. Okay. Now, if you were a normal data analyst, you would have done this. You would have done this. This is exactly what you would have done if you're a normal analyst. Total liters sold, you count from here to here, maybe around 13,000. Petrol, how much of petrol was sold? How much was diesel was sold? What was the average per day? And which was a best selling? So a lot of vehicles are petrol based vehicles. So this. Now this is what you would have done it if I would
Also,
have
in
given
addition
this
to
data.
that, we can see weekday or weekend the trend. That is the
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. So as I said, this is a basic analysis that you would have done it. Okay. The guys who are going to learn Power BI in 1 day, 2 day, 10 minutes Power BI, 1 day Power BI, 99 rupees Power BI, right? People who want to learn Power BI in 1 day, this is exactly what you guys will do. Very honest with this. You would have seen a lot of advertisements in your uh, social media. You can become a Power BI developer in 1 day, right? This is not like a movie where you can become like a 1 day CM. There was a movie called, I don't know, but the story I remember, a person will become CM for 1 day. Which movie is that?
Nayak.
Nayak.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's not like that to become a Power BI developer in 1 day. Okay. So don't have the hopes of learning BI in 1 week or 1 day. If you guys have joined this course to become a BI developer within 1 week or 10 days or 1 month, please don't join here. Okay, everyone in any other institute, if you say, they'll also always say, you can join here, I will get you a job. But I'm telling you very honestly, if you want to learn something in deep, only then you join here. If you are looking for a job in 1 week, 1 month, I want to learn Power BI in 1 day, please don't join. We don't teach Power BI in 1 day or 1 week or 1 month. The complete course, starting from SQL, Power BI, Azure and Fabric, it goes up to 4 to 5 months. This is a analysis that is done by a basic analyst who has learned Power BI in 5 days. This is a analysis that is done by one of our previous batch student. I just gave him the data. This data I gave, and he was able to come up with 35 insights. That is a difference between a normal analyst and a professional data analyst. With just 3 columns, how did he bring 35 information? Total days analyzed, 15 days. That is one insight. Total fuel sold, total petrol sold, total diesel sold, average petrol sold, average diesel sold. Highest petrol sold on January 15th is what the highest petrol sold. Lowest petrol sold January 1st. Usually we have a myth. I don't know if it's a myth or something. My mom doesn't even allow me to buy anything on January 1st. Why is that? She says that no, you cannot spend on January 1st. Why is that?
It will repeat the entire year.
Is it so?
That means
You spend
that is a
outside.
She says that no, you cannot eat outside on January 1st. You cannot buy anything on January 1st. I don't know why. It's just another day, right? But I don't know. But since we all in the that South Indian culture, so they say that. And we have seen that the lowest petrol sales has happened on January 1st. Because January 1st, usually people will be at home. So why they need to go to a fuel station? But people who are really traveling, bus travels, lorries, cars, obviously they will have to go to a fuel station. So you see a minimum sales, highest diesel sales, lowest diesel sales. Petrol sales increased by 26% in the last 15 days. Diesel sales has decreased by 9%. Petrol maintained a consistent upward trending. Total sales difference petrol minus diesel 670 liters. Petrol contributes to about 52% of the total volume. Petrol growth per day 1.8. 4 out of 7 diesel days record sales less than 850 liters. Maximum combined sales from 13th to 15th. Obviously, I think 13th to 15th was what is that? Well, there is one festival, right? Shankranti, yeah. So Shankranti festival was there. Maybe it's a long weekend, so people will travel. So obviously, you can see the combined sales of the 3 days is 2,300 liters. Is the highest. The minimum combined sales. Obviously, January 1st and 2nd, you will not have people not going out. Usually it will be a weekend, New Year off. Obviously, you can see minimum. Average 2 day rolling. Cumulative growth. 60% of the total volume sold in the last 7 days. Median petrol. Petrol sold above its average. On how many days petrol was sold above the average? On how many days diesel was sold below the average? Total top 3 petrol contributions 13th, 15th, and 17th. Only on 3 days, sorry, 13th, 15th, and 7th. So 13th, 15th, and 7th, only on 3 days, they have contributed about 47% of the volume. Even though there was a petrol sales for 15 days, with just 3 days, you can see 47% of contribution. Top petrol day 15th, which sold about 50%. January 1st was the minimum, 15th was the highest. You can say 50% more than the lowest. Diesel sales ranges from 790 to 880 liters. Petrol sales widespread of 950 to 1200 liters. See, 3 columns here. 3 columns. 3 columns. An analyst from KSR has given me 35. And you asked me one question in the last. My previous batch student, he asked me one question. Do you need more or this is enough? This is what exactly he told me. Is this 35 insights enough or do you want more? So the confidence that is shown that do you want more? That means that can I say even more insights are possible? Even more insights are possible? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yes, Santosh.
Okay. 3 columns. and my student was able to get 35 insights. Insights is information, okay? How much of information you can get it. Now, when you work on a real-time project, the number of columns can vary from 80 columns to 150 columns. And if you still go and get about 35 insights, it's wrong, because you can have more of insights, right? Well, let me tell you, in order to get this type of analysis, he would have worked for at least 5 months. More than Power BI training or data analyst, I'm actually a fitness oriented person. I usually hit gym. I give some fitness advices. Okay. A lot of people come to me and ask for a transition. I'm very fat and my weight is this much and I want to reduce it. And they want to reduce their weight in one day. Is it possible?
No.
No.
If you want to see a transition in your body structure, you need minimum of 5 to 6 months of your continuous, consistent workout. Your Power BI is like that. If you want to master this particular role, you will have to consistently learn for 4 to 5 months. So you can go and research anywhere. The longest data analytics course is in KSR. The longest data analytics course. You go and verify wherever you want. Okay, across India, across globe, across countries, you go and verify wherever you want. We are the only institute who teach data analytics for 120 hours, which will be approximately around 100 days. And of course, you may think that this is the longest data analytics course you can have, but it will be worth because you can see the difference. You can see the difference. Just 3 columns, a basic analyst would have done only 4 analysis. Okay, best selling fuel, average this one, petrol this one, total sales. And if I would have given this data for you, maximum even you would have find out 5 to 6 only. But when does that experience come? When you will think out of the box, that is where when you solve most of the challenges. Okay. So this is the takeaway. Once you become a data analyst, this is exactly what I'll be looking for in you. If I give a data set, you need to get as much as information. Okay. See, a simple example here. Okay. A simple example. I'll tell you what happened yesterday. I'll tell you. Yesterday I was in class. Okay. My mom came to me and said that they have detected, they have taken about 22 rupees from bank and they are giving some charges like ATM charges, SMS charges, right? So they told they have taken about 22 rupees. They have detected 22 rupees from bank. Usually this happens, right? They call it as a service charge. Service. This happened yesterday, okay? So she said they've taken about 22 rupees from bank charges. Can you check this? Mom, 22 rupees, mom. Just leave it. What is bothering you? Are you going to build a house into 22 rupees? Just ignore. And I moved out because I was in class. I was working, right? I'm actually working. When I'm working for salary. She comes and says that they've taken 22 rupees from a bank. What will I think? Mom, just ignore, mom. Even if they deduct 200 rupees also, I don't have any problem. I'm in some other important work, right? So I disconnected the conversation. I started working. After some time, I went for lunch. So I asked her, what exactly was the problem? I was in class and you came and you were shouting at me like they have detected 22 rupees. So what? So she asked me to check this, okay? So I asked, check this. In the message, you'll get a reason also why they have detected. It could be a ATM charge. It could be a annual charge. It could be a late fees, or it could be a SMS charge. So they'll give a reason also, right? They'll give a reason also. And I had the reason as SMS charge. Read the reason as SMS charge. Okay. See, my mom is not educated, but still, you know what she did? I'll show you what she did, okay? She tried to analyze this. It was a Bank of Baroda. How many customers are there in this bank? Okay. 165 millions. So we don't understand millions, trillions, billions and all. So I'll say that, please give me in crores. So I can easily read it out, okay? So it is 16.5 crores. So Bank of Baroda has 16.5 crore customers. For every person, if they detect 22 rupees as SMS charge, how much money they have collected? $16.5 crore people. I was thinking about, mom, 22 rupees, mom, just ignore and move on. You're not going to build a house. But if you see the bank, in one day, how much they have earned?
363 crores.
This exactly is happening. And I asked her, even I did not think, how did you think all of this? Well, let me tell you, to become a data analyst, you don't need any master degree. You just need to use your brain. This analysis is done by mom, not me. This is exactly what she did. Right? This is exactly what she did. I was just thinking about 22 rupees, but she was thinking about 363 crores. And I went for lunch, she's saying, so you were talking about 22 rupees, right? See how bank they have gained for 363 crores. Maybe probably about 63 crores, they may lend it to telecommunication vendors because they're sending the messages, right? So obviously they need to pay for Geo, they need to pay for Airtel. Let's say 63 crores they pay. So the profit will be 300 crores. This is only for SMS charge. Obviously, she is a mother of data analyst. What I do here in companies, she'll think better, right? But the reason why I told you this example is you don't need any master degree to master this role. You need not have a strong education. I should have done engineering. I should have done MBA. I should have mastered PhD. Nothing, yaar. She is doing that. Why you can't do? She is 55 years old. She is doing it. Why we cannot do? All you need is the way of thinking and how to convert this data into visuals. Okay. Are you all getting confidence? Yeah, even I can do it. It's not a big deal. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, Santosh.
Yeah. Just keep this as an benchmark. 3 columns. A normal data analyst will just come up with 4 insights. But you guys are going to become a professional data analyst where you can analyze 35 to 40 insights with just 3 columns. Okay. See, before even you learn about this role, let me tell you, even in my, please be on mute. Please be on mute. So let me tell you another story. In my project, in my company, I have 7 Power BI developers who are on bench. In my project, my company itself, the people who are reporting to me, there are 7 Power BI developers who are in bench. And you know what? They're not getting projects. This is a hard truth. Now I know what is running in your mind. This guy is saying that we don't have any projects on Power BI. And even in his team itself, there are 7 people who are on bench. And why has he come here for training Power BI? Why has he come here for training data analytics? Yes? Is this question running in your mind?
No.
This 7 Power BI developers are not on bench just because there is no projects. This Power BI developers are on bench because they are not an effective Power BI developers. There is a difference between Power BI developer versus effective Power BI developer. A Power BI developer or a data analyst will exactly do the same thing of this. So this is a normal data analyst or a Power BI developer. This is an effective Power BI developer with good analytical skills. So try to become an effective Power BI developer. You will, even after completing this course, let me be very honest with you, you will still end up with jobless if you are not using to your complete potential. Okay, just like other institute promises, I'm not promising that all 100% people will get job. No, it will never happen. I'm very open to you. I have never ever seen in any batch in KSR where all 100 people have got job. We usually limit. Every batch we keep 100 people. I have never ever seen. I have taken about 187 batches in KSR. Okay. Your batch is 188 batch. Your batch is 188 batch. I'm telling you, I have never ever seen in any of the batches where all 100 people are getting job. But I've seen 60%, 70%, 75%, 80% I've seen. It's all about how you develop your skills. Not all 100 people will get, because some will end up with this type of analysis. Some will end up with this type of analysis. This people who have shown lot of interest, this set of people who have been into the subject, who are involved in the subject, started showcasing their insights, will 100% get job. Just because you have attended my class and just because you have learned for 5 months doesn't seems like you will become like this. All you need is more dedication and more practice. Because what I've done it for 10 years in data analytics, I'm going to teach you in 5 months. So there is a difference, right? What I've learned for 10 years, I will be showing in 5 months. That 5 months you should put efforts. You should be dedicated to learn. Okay? Only then you can master this. I'm not here to fear you, but I'm telling you, there is a lot of competition in real world. There is a lot of competition. A lot of people are still on bench. A lot of people are looking for opportunities. There is a competition. Okay. I completed my graduation in 2014. Okay, 2014, I completed graduation. I studied in a college called, let's say, XYZ. In this XYZ college, we had only 4 branches. The branches was EC, CS, Civil, Mechanical. So engineering graduates should know this. Engineering graduates should know this. Whenever you go for a college, they'll ask which branch you want to go. Do you want to go with electronics and communication engineering, software, computer science engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering? Okay. In 2024, the same college had called me for a guest lecture. They called me for a guest lecture. 10 years. Okay. Now they have the same college. Now they have 12 branches. Now they have 12 branches in 10 years. Now I ask them what is the branches. They're saying business analyst is one branch, it seems. AI is one branch, it seems. Machine learning engineering is one branch, it seems. Right? And again, the computer science with cyber security, it seems. Cyber security. And it goes on. So you guys are learning now. But the 2024 batch or 2025 batch, they already are coming out of the college with the data analysis experience. So remember this, life is always going to be competitive. Even though you learn here, even though you learn anywhere, there is already a set of people in the market. So that's why I'm telling you, aim for effective Power BI. Don't try to become just like a Power BI. If you're just trying to be a Power BI, you'll be like one among others. That's it. But if you want to become an effective Power BI, you need to showcase your strength. Today, if a company gives me data, any data, I can get hundreds of insights. Why 100? I can get thousands of insights. That is how I can do. That is how it is expected from you guys. Okay. So when I asked you a question, who referred for you KSR? A lot of people saying friends. But let me tell you, first, attend the first 5 free sessions. Figure out, okay, is this what I'm going to master? Is it what is going to suit me? Is it what I'm going to learn? Only then you take a decision. Just because your friends told, parents told, cousins told, brothers told, sisters told, don't join here. Strictly don't join here. If you want to become a data analyst, you will have to work on data. That's it. Okay. Now, we have seen 3 examples. One with the bus complaints and one about the KSR, right? The last 5 years. And one we have seen about a fuel station data. In all of this, one thing you have to figure out is you need maximum information to analyze and come up with the insights. Correct? Now, with all this, how much data the client will give you? I've shown you a sample data of 3 columns, but in real time, the data will be shared with you in form of files. It could be CSV files, flat files, it could be database files. All of this could be shared. But it is an Excel data which you see on the screen, which you have about how much? So 12 to 13 columns, right? And we have about 32 rows. It's basically an HR data. You can see the full name, job title, department, gender, age, what was the salary, what was the bonus, which country they belong to, right? So all of this information, if I've given to you, see, for now it's fine, yeah. But what if the data is increasing? You cannot store the data in Excel and CSV. Your Excel and CSV comes with a limitation. How much data you can store in your Excel files? Anyone?
It's 1 million.
1
Very good.
million.
Very good.
Just
1
about.
million, 1 million is a maximum record that you can store, which is about 10 lakhs, right? Where can I go and store about 10 lakhs, right? I cannot store it in multiple Excel files, right? So that's where the challenge comes in. So at one point of time, there is a limitation in storing the data in Excel and CSV, right? Now that is where we need a database. So you guys are going to do reporting. That is fine. But where do you get the data from? Correct? See, I call myself as a chef. I know cooking. Wherever I go, I can simply say, I know cooking, I know cooking, I know cooking. But if I want to cook food, I will have to go to market. I will have to feel the vegetables and I have to see which the vegetable is good. I have to pick the good ones. I will have to come home. I will have to wash. I will have to cut it. I will have to boil it. Then only I need to cook. Just because I'm chef, all the vegetables will doesn't come flying, right? I need to put efforts. If I want to cook, I need to go to the vegetable shop, right? Exactly. You guys are data analysts. Don't expect that the clients will share the data in this file formats. They will share you the database details. Now, what is a database? Database is a place where you will have the data, right? Where you will have the data. Now, let's give a small example. Let's give a small example. Let's go to a red bus, right? So let's say I'll put one ticket. Okay. Let's say Bangalore to Tirupati. I'll put one ticket today. So they have 257 buses, which I found in Redbus. So the guys who are outside India, Redbus is an application where we will be able to book train tickets and bus tickets. It's an app. This app looks good, better in your phone. Okay. But here there's a website. Now I have seen 257 buses found. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll sort by rating, and there is a bus called Series Smart Bus. And of course, we have only less rating. Only 4 people have rated and they have given 5. There is another one called Rajesh Transport where 10 people have given the rating and all have given 5. And again, Rajesh 15 ratings, 4.9. You can see all of these are ratings, okay? This is good because 76 people have rated and they have given about 4.8. The bus travels is Levo bus. Okay. So I'll go and see the seats. I'll go and see the seats. There's a bus. There's a bus. And all these are the pictures that is shared by the team. So they provide water bottle, chargers is there. They also have emergency exit and they have a CCTV camera, AC is there, CCTV camera is there, everything is there. Okay. Now I'll go and book one ticket now, which is first seat. Okay. Now I'll add all the boarding details. I'll add all the passengers information, everything I'll add. I have still not booked the ticket. Okay. I've just selected the ticket and I will go and enter. Let's say I'll give one boarding place and I'll go and enter all the information about my passenger, phone number, email address, everything. Okay. Now remember the bus number. The bus name was Levo bus and it starts at 10:15. You know what? It's still not completed. I've just selected the seat. Okay. But if you see here, there are few things. The one which is white color, it's available. The one which is blue color, it is only for male. The one which is pink color, it's only a female can book here. Correct? And this is a book by female, and this is selected by you. That is I selected. Now, if someone goes and check on the other side, Levo bus, same 10:15 bus, the same 4.8 rating bus. Tell me, I've not booked the ticket, okay, yet, but it's in progress. I'm filling the details, I'm filling all these details. Now I'll go and start paying it. Now, if you guys go and see this ticket, do you see this ticket to be occupied or do you feel it will be still be open?
Occupied.
Occupied, sir.
Occupied.
How does this happen? That's all because of database. Multiple people can work on similar server. When I am booking the ticket, I'm using the server. That particular ticket will be on hold, that particular seat. They will give me 5 to 6 minutes to complete the transaction. If I don't complete the transaction, if I don't, you see this ticket, right? If you guys see live example, you go and check on spot, you go and check, you go to a red bus, you choose a sleeper bus and you try to book this, it will be showing booking in progress or it will be showing some color that you cannot book. But after 5 minutes, if I have not completed it, that ticket will be released. Then you can book. All this will happen through database. So database is a place where we store data. That's it. Database is a place where we store data. So it's a web interface, like people can directly enter from, see, you go and order something in Amazon, you go and book a ticket, everything you're doing with web interface, like you have a proper user interface, correct? And it is very easy to find any information. You go and ask any information, what happened on which particular day, you will be getting all the information. Data will be changing on regular basis, like people will change their name, address, phone numbers, locations, people will change the order, people will go and purchase lot of things. All of this can happen and this will be shared to huge people, right? Now, where exactly the data will be stored? The data will be stored in database. Okay. Now, I'm talking to you guys, right? I cannot talk in local language, maybe Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Hindi. I cannot talk because a lot of people will come from different states. So I need one common language to talk to you. That common language is English, right? Every single person in this class will understand what I'm speaking because I'm speaking in English. Similarly, to talk to this database, I need one language, correct? Hey, can you pull me the data? Can you pull me what happened yesterday? Can you pull me who won the match yesterday? Like this, I want to pull the data from a database. If I want to pull a data from a database, if I want to talk to a database, I need to know one language. I need to know one language. I cannot go and ask, can you tell me how many seats I've booked? Can you tell me what is the price of the ticket from in Bangalore to Tirupati? Right? I cannot go and ask in English. I need to ask, I need to talk to a database in one language, which is nothing but SQL. SQL. So SQL is a language that we are going to learn as a first step because you guys are going to do reporting. But where do you get the data from? If I want to become a chef, first I need to know where is the vegetable market? Where is the vegetable store? I need to go and try to talk to him. I need to talk to him in such a way that so that he gives me a good vegetables. I don't want spoiled vegetables, right? For cooking. I need a proper good vegetable. So I need to talk to him. I need to have a good rapport. So I need to go to him. I need to have a conversation. I need to pick my vegetables and then I need to come. So it's me who has to go and do work. Exactly. Even though you're going to do a reporting, you need to go to a database and pick the data. Simply, you cannot go and pick the data, yaar. You need to know the language. If you don't know the language that the vegetable seller is selling, what he can go and talk? If he knows Hindi, you'll have to know Hindi. If he knows Kannada, you'll have to learn Kannada. If he knows English, you have to learn English. That's how you can communicate. But database knows only one language. What is that language? It's called
SQL.
structured query language. Now, SQL is used to communicate with a database. SQL is used to communicate with a database. SQL statements are performed like update, delete. For example, I changed my phone number. It's an update, right? So like this will be learning SQL. So as part of your first roadmap for data analytics, before even learning Power BI, you will have to learn SQL. This is your main role. What's the point of being a chef if you don't know where you will get what? Simple, right? So before learning Power BI, let's learn SQL. This is not a mandatory for Power BI. Let me tell you the reason also. This is to pull the data directly from the database and do analysis. This is to do the reporting in visuals. That's it. It's not related. It's not related. But on the flow, let's learn this first. Where can I get the data? How to get the data? Everything we will learn. Then we will go and do the reporting. So your first roadmap to become a data analytics will be to learn SQL. So that's why we are here. Okay. So with this, we'll be learning SQL first. Now, once you learn the SQL, you know where is the data to get from, and then you'll be building a dashboard. This is a dashboard that has been built for the HR team. Okay. Now, once we build this, what is the next step? What is the next step? You will have to do this reporting. Means you need to know one tool. Which tool we are going to learn? That tool which you are going to learn will be Power BI. So Power BI is a tool, but just you cannot go and directly do a Power BI reports. Okay. You will have this type of scenarios. So data is everything, right? We are in the century where data is considered as like a currency. So data is everywhere. Let's say this data has been given to you. For country wise, you have been given sales and profit. If I go and do a reporting like this is wrong. Okay, don't think that, okay, data is given, let me go and do reporting. No, this is not correct. The reason is USA both are same. Small USA, capital USA both are same. U.S is also same. So it's same here. You need some sort of corrections. So you will also be requested to do some sort of small basic data cleaning steps. Honestly speaking, we have only two countries, US and UK. But you see how many bars you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. U.K and UK people are considering as two different countries. No, you need some sort of data cleaning. Now that is where I will have to first clean the data. Then I will have to do reporting. So your role will also involve some sort of cleaning. Say I brought vegetables from shop. Even though I am a chef, I cannot use it directly. I need to wash it. I need to clean it. I need to boil it. I need to cut it properly. I need to slice it properly. Then only I can use it. Exactly the same thing. When the data is given to you, don't blindly go and use the data for reporting. Try to do a reporting, but try to do some sort of data cleaning. Okay. Now, today, what you have learned, you guys are going to become a data analyst. And it's basically you can become a Power BI developer also. One tool which you're going to learn will be Power BI developer. This will be very good for reporting. So first thing what you need to know is you need to understand the data, right? And for that you need to know SQL, right? The next thing is don't just go blindly with analysis. You need to have effective business knowledge. So to get more insights. Okay. Then what is your role? You will have to go and do reporting. That is visuals. At this point of time, these are the three things that you guys to know. You need to know where the data is coming from. You need to know how to talk to the database. For that, you need to know a language called SQL. Then you need to have a business knowledge, like how you can become an effective developer, more insights. Just don't go with 5 or 6 insights. Every data you need to analyze in multiple directions, and you'll have to do report. So this will be your roles and responsibilities as of today. And we will continue to learn more in the upcoming session. Okay. So today we'll stop here. In the next class, we'll talk about more examples, and then we'll jump into what is Power BI. Your end goal is to do a report like this, but that doesn't come straight away. You will have to learn a lot of other things to do a report like this. Okay. So with this, I'll stop here. If you have any questions from today's session or any career related, please do ask. I'm here to answer.
Yeah, good morning, Santosh. I have one question.
Yeah.
So this batch will continue for the same time, right? All 4 months. I mean, 4.5 months.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and you will be the only trainer for all the 4 or 5 areas. I mean,
Yeah. I'll be the trainer for the complete batch. I'll be
okay,
teaching
thank you.
SQL, I'll be teaching Power BI, I'll be teaching Azure, I'll be teaching ADF. So it will go up to 5 months, 4.5 to 5 months. And
Yeah,
this batch is going to be 6:30 to 7:45 morning AM. It will
yes,
be Monday to Friday.
I already paid the fee. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hi Santosh, this is Hari Krishna.
Yeah.
I have one single question. You have showed me one of the person has been did the data analytics, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what are the insights he worked into? How much time it consumed for him after 5 months to get into?
I gave this
Yeah.
data Sunday. He
Okay,
gave me the analysis on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay,
So it took 2 days to do this.
okay. Means continuously, if you sit for the single stretch, how much time it will take as per
See,
your experience?
see, it's not about how fast you do. We are not running in a marathon race, or we are not running in a race. We
Okay.
have to figure out how much information you're gathering. That's it. One person can bring 35 information, one person can give 50 information. Yeah, that's fine. But it's not about, we are not running on a time track here, right? So the what I told is, if you
Mhm.
learn effectively,
Mhm.
rather than doing this type of analysis, you can do this type of analysis. I'm saying you only see the quality, how much of
Yeah.
information, right? But in order to learn this, it took 5 months. 5 months of analysis knowledge took him to do this, which it took about 2 days to do this. But to master this, what you guys have to do is 1.5 hours of my class you need to attend daily,
Mhm.
live class, and 1 hour of practice is needed. Daily, if you do this for 5 months, you'll become an professional data analyst. Daily, on daily basis, you need to do this. 2.5 hours you have to spend every day.
Okay. Okay. So why I have asked the questions means so why it is question where I'm a working professionalism. So whenever my team or where in my I'm into the financial professional. So whatever the task they're giving some timelines even. So that's what it got.
So even that's what I'm saying, that even I'm working professional. I have a production issue night till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Also, I work. Just like
Okay.
you have to spend daily 1.5 hours. Simple, no? If you
Yeah.
want to achieve something, you'll have to put time, no?
Yeah, definitely. No, that's why I have asked the timeline for the task which he did it.
Daily 2.5 hours, you plan it. That's it. Whatever happens, how much ever work you have, whichever company you're working, daily 2.5 hours, you plan it. Because you have work only 8 to 9 hours only. You're not going to work 24/7, right? So daily 2.5 hours, you plan it. Even if you sacrifice 1 hour sleep, that's fine. But daily, the amount of efforts you have to put is 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Okay.
Yes, Santosh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi Santosh. Yes, I would like to know that how this Power BI can handle huge data volumes like banking and day-to-day transactions, like I mean, in terms of millions and billions of records. How?
Power BI cannot handle big data. Okay. That is the reason we are going to learn Azure.
Okay.
So we are entering into the cloud just because of that. See, today data is very small. Tomorrow the data will increase. So how are we going to achieve this? We are going to learn cloud. So that will be the third topic that we'll be learning. We haven't even still went to a Power BI. So there is no point in talking about what is the limit of Power BI. Tomorrow I'll be telling you. We have just discussed today about the what will be our roles and responsibilities, what is SQL, and then what we'll be doing tomorrow, Power BI reporting. But Power BI cannot handle huge data as you told. So we'll have to learn cloud for that. That's where Azure and Fabric comes into picture.
Yeah. 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 Thank you.
Yeah, hi Santosh. Good morning.
Yeah.
One doubt, Santosh. So you will be starting this course with starting Power BI or
SQL.
SQL just one or SQL? Okay.
Santosh,
Today
which
and
are the
tomorrow will be
domains
the
are to be covering here?
Gadi, sorry.
Domains, I think.
Say domains I'll be covering about 8 to 10. Retail, telecommunication, banking, healthcare, about 10 to 12.
Okay.
Hi Santosh, Venkat here.
Hmm.
So when we talked about like Fabric and Azure ADF, like are you going to explain the configuration, like how to configure and all? Or just
Configure
to
what?
use it? Uh, Configuring the Fabric ADF Power BI.
Obviously, yes. That is what you're going to do, right? When you want to do some transformation. See, tomorrow you
Like
will
the
understand
server,
why
like the server initialization of server, like utilization and all.
everything will be covered. You will
Okay.
be learning to build one complete end-to-end project. Right from the normal data which is falling on the floor, from there, how to do a reporting. Everything end-to-end you will be learning. You'll be learning at least 3 projects.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's say if we want to plan anything for the project, like how much capacity we need for the Fabric ADF
That
like
will
that. Yeah.
capacity will not come into picture. You're a
Okay.
developer here. You have
Okay.
joined here as a data analyst. That means you're a developer. So how much capacity to choose that and all is architect level. That we will not cover. How to configure Power BI to ADF integration, ADF to Fabric integration, how to pull the data from one environment to another, how to do that you will be learning. Capacity things will not be covered.
Does that cover in multi-cloud engineering,
No.
Santosh?
No.
No. Okay.
Capacity and deciding the services will not be
Mhm.
covered anywhere. It's a different role. It's an architect role. You
Okay.
guys have
Okay.
joined here for a developer role.
Okay. So do we have the training in our institute?
As of now, no. For architect, we don't have. But
Okay.
for what we can do is, you can go through this complete developer role. And for
Mm-hmm.
architect, you can take an additional one-on-one support from our team for about
Okay.
10 to 12 days,
Okay.
where you will be, because not everyone will expect to become an architect, right?
Right.
So, yeah. So this particular course, what I'm teaching, you can easily show 5 years of experience. But if you guys need more than 5 years, I want to show 10 years, I want to show as an architect and all, in that case, you'll have to take special one-on-one support. That will be a bit more costly because one-on-one support requires time and attention from one trainer, right? So you'll have to think about that as well.
Okay. Okay. You do support that, is it?
Yeah, you can talk to Mahesh, he can help you.
Okay.
But as of now, I take the regular classes. Here you
Right.
can
Right.
attend, and if you need any additional architect level support, when I say support, it's like you have any questions, how to decide fabric licensing or how to define the capacities and all those things, we can help you.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, hi Santosh.
Hey Santosh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Can,
Hey Santosh, this is Kavita from USA. I have a quick question. So, do you have any specific course for only Azure and that Fabric? Because someone who already are good with the SQL and Power BI, if they want to interested in know about only Azure and Fabric, do you have
yeah,
any specific course?
yeah. People who already know SQL and Power BI, we accept in between admissions.
Okay.
Just 10 days back only, we started Azure and Fabric, which is an evening batch, which is ongoing. So about 10 days is completed. It's a very short course for Azure and Fabric. It will be like 1 month only.
Okay.
So it's already started. It's going on. If you really need another batch, get in touch with our team. Our team will get to know. In the ongoing batch, when Power BI is completed, you can join for Azure.
Okay, but you said it's a evening class is already started, right? So I am thinking about the morning, the India time, because it would be helpful to join in
Then
the
yeah,
US time.
then
Yeah.
there is a batch which will start at 8 o'clock. Our team will reach out to our team. Our team will give you the time when Azure will start. So that time you can join.
Okay, thanks, Santosh.
Uh, yeah, hi Santosh.
Yeah.
You told, no, sorry, you told that we need to practice daily 1 hour. So that 1 hour you'll be giving a task to practice.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, okay.
I'll be giving, or else whatever I've done in the class, same thing you will have to repeat.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Santosh, is Shravanti here.
Yeah.
Uh, Santosh, I wanted to know, like currently I'm working mostly on Excel. Okay, so in your pamphlet advertisement also you mentioned Excel, Power BI, SQL. I'm interested in SQL and other things also. I just wanted to understand how this Excel is also being integrated in the Power BI and
See,
how it works.
Excel is just a basic need. Even if you don't know Excel also, you can still master data analytics. I don't know Excel, but still I know Power BI. So it's not a mandatory. If you know it's a good, that's what we say.
Okay, but are you going to uh, show some integration part from the Excel to Power BI and
Yeah,
how?
obviously, no.
Okay.
When you want to get the data from to Power BI, I'll be showing about 8 to 9 sources. Excel and CSV will be one of the source.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, hi Santosh. So Venkat asking about the fabric architecture and the fabric engineering.
Mm.
So some people's like working professional, they have already working with data jobs and all these things. So you have architect any that course like fabrics related course like architecture, engineering, and with Power BI or another tools like that.
See, I'll tell you, most of the people who come here are like either a career gap people or people who want to switch from non-IT to IT or people who want to get into a better job, right? So for them, we have created this curriculum. But particularly people who are like already working with 10 years of experience, 12 years of experience, now I want to show as an architect because I am 10 to 11 years of experience. So what I do is also architecting level. So what I do is whenever I go to a client, I design the system for them, I choose the services for them. So I do the same thing. So that particularly we don't have any course because not all the 100 people look for architect level. So if you need a architect level additional knowledge, first you will have to know this, a developer role, then deciding the license, deciding the fabric, knowing about the fabric architecture. If a project comes, how to decide the capacity, cost optimization, space optimization, resource optimization, how to work on this. All this comes at an architect level. Okay. As I said, I am actually an architect, data architect. So I can help you with some information. Like I cannot teach you completely for 2 3 months on architect level. You go through this, and then additionally, I will be giving one additional knowledge saying that okay, for this particular role, you could expect this type of questions, this type of things you have to know, this type of cost effective you have to know, this type of fabric licenses you have to know. That additional knowledge will be given. That will be a one-on-one support. It will not be completely in the batch. So if you need, apart from this, if you need any other additional curriculum, it will be added or on top of your existing, and you'll be charged on the early basis. This is how it takes it carry forwards.
Okay, Santosh. Because why I'm asking because fabric also new and there is no architecture courses or fabric engineering courses and how much we succeed in fabrics, that is another question.
See, from
And
this particular role, you can become a developer. How to use a fabric services, how to do the transformations, how to build a project. Those experience you'll be learning. But capacity wise, no.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, actually, what's happening, Santosh, nowadays 6 to 8 years also they're trying to push involving in this kind of activities. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
6 to 8 years asking to build a architecture
Uh,
pipeline.
Not like build, at least like they're trying to get involved in small projects. Like they don't really keep special architects, but they will give some support and they are pushing to prepare like how much memory is required, CPU is
See
required, and all.
I'll be helping you with
Yeah.
Azure. Okay, Azure I'll be helping with architecture, how to build architecture, what type of services you need to, that I'll do. But Fabric will be a limited topic where, see, Fabric is, again, you can do lot of things: data science, data engineering, data analytics, everything you can do. But
Yeah.
your role is a data analytics, right? For data analytics, how much is required? Only that we'll be covering.
Right. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Hi Santosh, this is Hari again. So as while you are mentioning with respect to the MS Fabric data engineering, with this course we can apply for the data engineering as well. We
No,
will get such.
no.
Okay.
This Fabric you're learning will be only related to data analytics. Fabric you can do everything, but you will be learning only data analytics in Fabric.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, if you have any other questions, please reach out to our team and please attend this 5 days. Okay. Today is the first day. So please attend all the 5 days. Then after 5 days, you pay. Don't pay now. First you attend, first you will have to understand. Then if you're comfortable with teaching, only then if you get a confidence that, okay, I can also master, then you join. Okay. So nowhere, none of our team members will force you. It's completely up to you. First, you will have to learn wherever you have time, wherever you can, you learn, but learn this. Data analytics is a first step. Then after that, you scale up on data science, machine learning, data engineering, all of this. So that will build your strong foundation for the data. But data analytics should be the start because this is easy. So with that, we'll stop here for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow also, please attend at 6:30. We'll cover what is Power BI, what is the advantages of using Power BI. All of this will cover. And then we will jump into the SQL, which is going to be our first topic in our roadmap. Okay. Thank you all. We'll